the program that gives you the latest in Filipino business and trends with industry experts and norm-challenging brands to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of the consumer market. This is Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen, thinking forward, staying relevant. Hosted by its founding anchor, business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas, global franchising and business coach Don Senita, together with the beauty and business maven Muriel Villanueva. This is your Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a rainy Sunday afternoon, and we hope you're all home safe and home healthy. I am Don Sinita, your host for this afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan all over the world. We are streaming live to the 7 million reach of our partner broadcaster, V81 Radio Worldwide. We would like to greet our partner studios in California and Hong Kong. Before we begin our show this afternoon, allow me to call in my very capable anchor, our in-house beauty and business maven, Miss Muriel Villanueva. Hi, Muriel. How are you?
Hi, a pleasant afternoon, everyone. It may be gloomy outside for our Sunday. Perfect for us to really recharge and relax. Diba? It's cold outside. So do keep us company for another hour with our special guest and topic for this afternoon. You know, Don, today we also remember the beatification of the internet savvy teen, Carlo Acutis. He dedicated his short life spreading the faith online, and helping the poor. So see, what internet can do.
That's true, no? I think at this day and age, it's we say that modern times can be a distraction of our faith, no? But I think it's the he proved it wrong, and we are very happy to be celebrating a modern saint. As we call him now, no? For all our viewers who are watching us through the Facebook streaming, you can watch us at Talk.Shop.Asia official pages, V81 Worldwide, Philippine Retailers Association. You can also listen to us through the V81 Radio app, downloadable through Google Play and Apple App Store.
You can also catch us at other V81 programs on demand on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. And please, do join us and follow our pages, and make sure to join our conversation through the comment section, through our V81 Facebook page, and we'll try to, get as much as messages through so you could join us all throughout the show.
Joining us this afternoon, then, Muriel, we have our founding anchor and, of course, the CEO of Talk.Shop.Asia Global Communities. We're happy to have him in the show this afternoon. Hi, Sir Rolly, our business mentor and transformation coach, Mr. Rolly Pagaspas. Good afternoon, Sir Rolly.
Hi, sir.
Okay, magandang hapon to everyone. Magandang hapon.
Hi, sir. How are you? How's your afternoon?
Okay, can you hear me?
Good, sir.
The rainy weather really is really affecting the internet connection, Sir Rolly, no?
Yeah. Okay, first of all, shout out to all our audience now watching, especially from the Pinoys Everywhere group, from the US, particularly in California, and from the Middle East, particularly in UAE, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi, at magandang umaga sa Europe, sa Switzerland, Spain, and Italy. At syempre, magandang hapon din sa Asia, China, Japan, Korea, and Hong Kong. At syempre, magandang gabi, Australia and New Zealand. At hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan sa ating mga karatig bansa, ASEAN, Malaysia, Vietnam, Singapore, Thailand, and Indonesia. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. At syempre, shout out muna sa lahat ng members ng Talk.Shop.Asia community and to all members of its programming. Hindi ko na babanggitin ang ating mga kasamahang anchors kasi pag nakalimutan natin isa, baka magalit ang iba. Okay, with TSA being now a content maker and creator. Special shout out sa partners. Sorry, kailangan moment ko itong konting oras na ito. Rocky Vargas in California. Rosario Bradbury Kahukam in Orange County for Talk.Shop.Asia USA edition. Charlie Diaz is now watching in Parañaque for the V81 South Manila. Charles Mata is now in Laguna for his immersion for the incoming politics 2022. Of course, magandang hapon din kay Jerry Santos, Mr. Freeze, City Azlina, Efren Pascual, Dindo Marzan, mga nalalapit natin mga black timers, and of course, shout out to JT Solis who visited me last night. At walang iba pa, siyempre I would like to have a sip of chocolate. Shout out to Raquel Chowa, the chocolate queen from Cebu City.
Nice. Para ang sarap niyan, sir. Perfect for this cold weather. Sir, let's not forget to greet, of course, our partner, the Philippine Retailers Association. I'm pretty sure si Ma'am Evelyn Balmeo Salire is watching right now. Good afternoon to our friends at the Philippine Retailers Association. So, ayun, sir, this afternoon we have a very exciting lineup of guests, no, as we talk about shifting gears, no, and the Filipino spirit of resilience amidst the COVID-19 pandemic into the new normal. So we see a lot of companies really transforming to make sure that they keep up with the times. Alam naman natin, sir, itong pandemya talagang it caught the entire world by surprise, and really, in a sense, it brought the globe to its knees, no? Nung early stages ng pandemic, sir, we see cases growing, economies, we see it in the news, it's contracting. Di ba, sir? Sa Philippines, 12% ang expected contraction ng ating economy. And it's through our proudly Filipino brands that we are bouncing back. Diba, Sir Rolly?
Alam mo, itong mga guests natin ngayong hapon na to, I'm particularly very excited kasi because the first one, the one with the world, no? Kasabayan ko yan nung 80s, no? So maybe alam niya, no? As we have talked about it in a bit a while ago, na isa yan sa mga pumapagagpag na brand. Kasi alam mo, ang labanan dyan sa footwear, pag nagpunta ka sa Shoe Mart, 3 lang ang backwall nila. So, kung sino nasa backwall, yun ang top 3. Siyempre, agawan kami dyan, no? Hindi na natin kailangan pakitin yung first 2. Siyempre, yung first 2 is Nike, Adidas. Yung pangatlo, binanggit ko na rin, pero yung pangatlo, yan talaga ang labanan kasi maraming candidate dyan. Mabanggitin ko Fila, Converse, World Balance, Puma, Reebok. Yan mga nag-aagawan sa backwall. Pero siyempre, pag pumunta naman kayo sa Landmark, ang Landmark kasi maraming backwall, kaya okay lang. Pero ang Shoe Mart, tatatlo lang ang nire-reserve nilang backwall for the footwear. Alam niyo really kasi, di ba, kailangan naman sa mga beauty products, yung island gondola, kailangan nandun ka. Nasa kanto ka. Kasi labanan yan.
Presentation of brand.
It only shows, sir, how competitive talaga our, the competitive edge of our local Filipino brands, across, kayang-kaya. And it's nice that there's a positive economic growth projection also for the Philippines for 2021 that we are all looking forward to.
Pero yung isa yung guest na brand, alam mo, we were so happy with him when he guested kasi he started it right. He started it online.
Yes,
and then by just being online, he was able to generate sales and revenue cash flow. And then that makes him a formidable brand. And then natutuwa ako dahil mag-guest siya today. And then he will now tell his story. Ano pa yung naging journey niya from the time that he guested 3 years ago.
3 years ago, oo nga.
3 years ago.
Sir, these are both proudly Pinoy brands who are really making waves, no? Across our consumer market, diba? Kaya their stories are very inspiring. Gaya nga ng sabi ni Sir Rolly, we have with us this afternoon the president mismo of CHG Global. Known for their sneaker brand, World Balance, no? Sir, from what I heard, even during the pandemic, they had the campaign. They ran a campaign sa mga product lines nila, and they sold out. I need to think at a time na ang mga tao ay nagtitipid.
Pero may isa pa yan may isa siyang brand na parang ang brand na ito ay para sa masa. I think the name of the brand is Easy Soft, no? Yung hindi maka-afford ng sapatos na mamahalin, and then binigay niya itong brand na to, naging patok to sa market, no? And then, pag sinuot mo, mukha kang disente. Meaning, if you are an office boy, it gives you the semblance of an image na, wow, you look great. Kasi hindi ka pwede magdamit na maganda nang ang sapatos mong hindi maganda. Kailangan maganda rin. So
Yes.
that total package. Oh. And then
Yes,
he was
the
also
style and sir, they gave us the style and comfort for all our everyday, activities.
Yeah.
Also, joining us this afternoon will be another, of course, Filipino brand. Ang saya, makes us beautiful eh. It's a
Oo.
cosmetic
ito.
brand that has quite the following, sir, in social media and digital space. As you mentioned, he started it a different way. Kaya ang followers
Oo.
niya really grew.
And then,
diba?
syempre, Muriel, he started it in a different way kasi ibang platform niya. At iba siya
Exactly.
because he's a guy. And then usually during that time, ang mga head ng mga beauty products, naturally, babae. Because they can wear it, and then they can amplify it, they can personify it. Pero let's listen kung paano niya ginawa na yun since he's on the opposite sex. And then nagawa pa rin niya, di ba? He can testify and lead his brand to success.
This
Correct. It's
brand,
breaking
sir.
gender barriers din, di ba, sir?
Yes, and this brand is high quality and affordable, sir, ha? Take note, sir, Don. This is sweat-proof and gym-friendly.
Mean to say, while I'm doing gym, halimbawa mag-gym ako para maganda ang kinis ng aking skin, I can still wear it.
Oh,
Ganon na.
ganun, sir.
Oh my God.
That's really the Filipino ingenuity in action, di ba, sir? Ngayon, Filipino brands can really compete with international brands, and we are very happy and we are very proud of these brands, di ba, sir? Di ba, Mariel?
Yeah, agree with you.
Okay, so all that is very exciting, and all that we will be showing you. We will be featuring them in our episode of Talk Shop Asia this afternoon. So we encourage everyone to please stay tuned. We will come back after this very short break, and after that, it's game time for everybody in this all Filipino, proudly Filipino Sunday.
We'll be back shortly. This is your Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Only here on V81 Radio Worldwide. Good news para sa mga kababayan natin abroad. Mapapanood nyo na ang inyong mga paboritong V81 radio shows sa Amazon Fire TV. Simple lang ang gawin. Hanapin lang ang V81 TV app and install. Tiyak na wala kayong mamimiss na episodes na gusto nyo dahil mapapanood nyo na ito anytime and anywhere you want. Gamit ang Amazon Fire TV. Tandaan lang, just install V81 TV app and you're good to go. Another first from V81 Radio Worldwide. Ano na nga ba ang nangyayari sa Pinas? May pagbabago ba? Umuunlad ba tayo? Kausapin natin ang iba't ibang namumuno sa mga lokal na pamahalaan at national agencies na sumusuporta sa mga proyekto para sa kaunlaran. Libutin natin ang iba't ibang lugar sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao para malaman ang mga pagbabago at mga bagong destinasyon. Kilalanin kung sino-sino ang mga nasa LGU. Ano ba ang impact ng LGU sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay? Learn more about your City. Dito sa KPI, kaunlaran at pagbabago para sa inyo. KPI, kaunlaran at pagbabago para sa inyo. Samahan si Rachel Bonus at Raul Santos tuwing Sabado, 1:00 ng hapon, Philippine Time. KPI, kaunlaran at pagbabago para sa inyo. KPI, kaunlaran at pagbabago para sa inyo. Dito lang yan para sa inyo sa V81 Radio. Pagpatak ng 7, dapat lahat nakatutok sa amin. Catch these programs at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Talk.Shop.Asia Global, USA Edition with Rolly Pagaspas and Rosario Cajucom Bradbury. Home Not Alone sounds from home with Papa Gio and Freedom in Christ with Felson. It's all about entrepreneurship, entertainment, and enlightenment. Back-to-back-to-back programs at 7. LA at 7. LA at 7. Exclusively on V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Now back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, only here on V81 Radio Worldwide.
We would like to thank the Philippine Retailers Association for being a longtime partner of Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Last week, we had on the show Ms. Evelyn Balmeo Salire, the Secretary General of PRA, and she shared with us how the association upholds quality standards among their members to ensure the confidence and trust of our consumers. Also, of course, it will be nice to have on our screen my co-host, Muriel.
Hi. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Don. Aside
So,
from
as we talk
that,
about our partnership with PRA, no, since from the beginning, 5 years ago, they already have been a valued partner of PRA, and we see them really supporting the members.
Oh, yes.
Muriel, di ba? That was discussed with us by Miss Evelyn
Evelyn.
during her guesting last week.
that is so true. The unwavering support that they provided their members throughout this pandemic, through series of webinars, information that they gathered and put it in one platform so everyone could see, especially through Talk Shop Asia, has been very valuable to the industries and the partners that they have.
Indeed, talagang hindi natin madidiscount yung value ng good support, no, from an association like PRA in the business sector, especially that we are weathering such times, no. Yung next guest natin, Muriel, we discussed quite lengthily kanina nung intro kung paano this is a well-loved Filipino brand talaga, and they're also a testament of how time can test a brand, get back up, start fresh, and thrive. No, so this is one of his very rare appearances. So we're very lucky to have him in the show this afternoon. He is a visionary leader who continuously raises the bar for Filipino apparel brands from humble beginnings in the 1980s with their shoe brand World Balance. They have successfully expanded their product into a lifestyle brand. Being then a staple in the department stores, they have put up hundreds of boutique centers nationwide and even outside of the Philippines, showcasing the Filipino leadership at its finest. We are glad to have on the show with us this afternoon the president of CHG Global, Mr. Barney Chong. Hi, Sir Barney. So happy to have you in the show this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rolly. Good afternoon, Don, Muriel, and sa mga viewers natin. Thank you for having CHG in your show.
Oo nga, sir. We are streaming live to the 7 million reach of our broadcast partner V81. I understand maganda rin ang following ng World Balance among our OFW na mga kababayan.
Yeah, good evening sa inyong mga kababayan. I hope you're all safe sa inyong mga kung saan man kayo. Hello.
Oo nga. It's not every
Thank
day.
you, sir, for being with us this afternoon.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's not every day na we see it's not every day we see Sir Barney, di ba? So we're very lucky to have him in the show.
Thank you. I'll try. Yeah, go ahead. Hindi ako sanay sa interview, sorry.
Okay lang, sir. We'll try to keep the conversation light and, I'm pretty sure naman, sir, with the strong following of World Balance, lahat ng mga audience natin are very curious. Diba? We keep saying it simula kanina that this is a Filipino brand. Even Sir Rolly talked us na nung time then, talagang even before in the retail, talaga na-encounter niyo na talaga ito when he was in the retail industry. One way or another, yung ating mga customers from the 80s, back then to the 80s hanggang ngayon, I'm pretty sure sila ay naka-experience na of the quality and the product ingenuity of World Balance. Sir, given the long history of World Balance, paano ba nagsimula si World Balance at paano siya lumaki to what it is now?
Okay, medyo mahaba to Okay.
Yes, sir. We have the time naman.
The company actually is already a third generation family business na, because it started with my grandfather. He put up a factory in Caloocan during the 70s. But it was my father who the picture, that's my grandfather. But it was my father who created the name World Balance in specifically 1980. And it was because during the 1980s, it was a very turbulent time for the world. There was, America and Russia were engaged in a Cold War. So, my father had this idea that the world needed to have balance to prevent a nuclear war. Kasi if America only America has nuclear missile, so Russia has to be have a nuclear missile also para balance. So doon nagsimula yung word na world balance. That's the start. And that factory, we produce sports shoes there, and we supplied all the leading department stores, and we were very successful. And to the point na during the 90s, we moved to a bigger factory in Antipolo. And it was then that my dad, yung family, they decided to do also export manufacturing to other global brands. So that factory was selling World Balance shoes domestically, tapos making also mga global brands, imported brands for other countries. Unfortunately, doon nag-start that the family started having financial difficulties, business problems, and napabayaan yung domestic market ng World Balance. And because of that, we really ran into a huge financial problem. It was a very, very dark period for the family, for the business, and talagang we got hit really bad. It was at that time then nag-shift kami ng business model na instead of being a manufacturer, we decided to become an importer and a retailer. Because as most global brands, they source their products in China. All these big names, they're all made in China. We started sourcing products also in China. So that's the model. We started going there, and we source our products there. And gradually, over the years, we got back to our feet. We are a Philippine company. We are a Philippine brand. Our people, our management team, our designers are all Filipinos, but our manufacturing base is abroad. So, however, we also have some of our product lines like yung Easy Soft, which we can talk about later. Now, itong Easy Soft na to, this is made in the Philippines. So, yeah, it's that's the
proudly
story.
Filipino, proudly Filipino made.
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
So to go back to that, sir, there's talaga pala a time that World Balance, went through then quite an experience, back then.
Yeah.
And
Sobra. It was really bad.
But you were able to bounce back pretty well.
Yeah.
So tama, sir, you are already 40 years in the business, di ba, sir?
Correct. Yeah, the brand this year is our 40th anniversary, actually, 1980.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just in time. And then you've also opened retail outlets, tama ba, sir? In the Philippines and outside of the Philippines.
I guess I'll talk about how we evolved na lang. Okay. So, kasi from the start, the DNA of our brand, mantra of our family is quality. We don't want to do things that are just cheap. That's the bumibenta, but no quality. So from the start, that's really from my lolo all the way to me, to us. Quality, quality. So to this day, that's our mission, to give to consumers the same kind of quality standard of all these global brands, but selling it at the affordable world balance prices. So that's basically what we do. And I think we're getting better and better at it, all the more. And and we will continue to get better at it. And for the longest time also, we have been primarily a men's and children's shoe brand. No, so a few years ago, we started doing expanding to the women's line. Tapos for many years also, like as si Rolly mentioned, we were a department store brand. So 5 to 6 years ago, we started aggressively opening our own retail stores nationwide. So currently, we have around 100 retail stores, our own World Balance boutiques nationwide. And they don't just sell shoes; they sell clothing, accessories, and all kind of lifestyle products. So, tapos after that, we also evolved into other brands like yung Easy Soft namin and the East Rock leather shoes. So we have come a long way since the 1980s.
Oo, tama yun, sir. That ngayon, you have several brands under already your wing. You were mentioned this earlier, and that you have expanded talaga your brand, not just into shoes, but into a lifestyle brand talaga siya. We have
Which
then
is
dito your
which is
your
very
other products.
timely. Which is very timely, sir, because activewear also it took the limelight during this quarantine, and for people who stayed at home. Now we have a deep appreciation for health, lifestyle, being active. But has it been a long-term plan for the brand? Or as we call it, is it a happy coincidence also that, the evolution and the modification of your brand, being it to a lifestyle, was very timely for the Filipino market also?
No, I don't know. When we were already doing our stores, we were already doing these things, no? Like yung evolve ng fitness clothing and all of that, fashion, lifestyle. Of course, we're adapting it now with the pandemic. We're creating mga jackets with the mask, hoodies na merong mask. So,
Or protective, the PPE, the PPE
Oo.
types, sir, but more light to wear.
but I'd like to also mention something about local brands, if it's okay. Kasi we'd like to encourage. There are many viewers out there in our community na they have your own business, you're a local brand, and we hope that you can inspire you na, hey, being a local brand, as you know, it's very competitive out there. There's so many international brands coming in the country. Don't be discouraged because we have a lot of advantage being a local brand. Actually, nakikita ko dyan, marami tayong advantage. So, I could talk about what's the advantage. Okay, so number one, una-una, we know our market better. Diba? Taga rito tayo and because we're here, we are able to adapt faster to the community. Tapos, ito yung biggest thing that we can do, no? Being a local brand, you could we can make the products more affordable for the consumers, even though it's the same, same
Quality.
product quality. Oh, because syempre these foreign brands, the foreign company has to make money. The local distributor has to make money, and then so on and
Correct.
so forth. So patong. That's why.
The supply chain.
So there's this thinking na just because it's mura na hindi siya quality. But no, hindi totoo yun. Like with our case, same product ng imported brand and same specs and everything. They have to price it very high because there's so many more people who has to earn. While kami, diretso sa consumer, ganito lang. That's why our prices are so much affordable. Kaya, that's the power of being a local brand. You can give that value to the consumers. And, if you have quality, if you have price, you'll always have business.
I
Anytime.
agree. Oo.
Anytime.
I
Anytime.
agree. I agree with what Sir Barney is saying. No, in a widely colonially inspired country, di ba? Parang ang mindset minsan ng Filipino is
Yeah.
para quality dapat imported, dapat ganyan. But in reality, once Filipino brands are equally capable of developing these brands and then selling it to them at much more affordable prices. Di ba, sir?
Yeah, that's the key word there, quality. Kailangan din, syempre, local brands, we have to step up din talaga. That we have to give that quality. So because these international brands do have quality, but it doesn't mean na mas mahal sila, quality sila. No, you give the same quality and then you're so much more affordable. Pero
Yes.
you hit the point there, for local brands to really do well in this age of globalization. We have to step up our quality, our innovation. You don't really have to be at the forefront of it, but more or less you're there, and then you have a price advantage. You're always going to have your market. That's
Filipinos are never short when it comes to innovation and design. Makikilaban tayo dyan.
sure.
Imagine, the quality, the pricing is very, for everyone. Plus, the design is very competitive. Diba? Very inspiring. Thank you, sir, for sharing that with us.
Saka, ito parang napansin ko sa consumer ngayon, the millennials, they're very practical. Habang tumatagal, the people are becoming more and more practical. They see the value of something. So, hindi na basta-basta, imported lang. That's one thing. And also, it seems this generation of consumers are now more appreciative of Filipino brands, which is great, no? Because, syempre, we're all Filipinos. Paano ka magbi-business if every consumer doesn't want to have anything to do with Filipino brands, di ba?
Totoo yun. I think, sir, malaking bagay din the brand positioning that, World Balance has established, no? I heard you also collaborate with other brands for designs and, to make the product really relevant, to make the product really in time, trendy. Can you tell us more about your collaboration project, sir?
Yeah, collaboration is a great way to reach to more consumers, no? And we saw this with brands like Supreme. If you're familiar with that streetwear brand, for a few years ago, they aggressively collaborated with Louis Vuitton, Lacoste, no? And then everybody's doing all sorts of collaboration. So we also did that, and we have a very strong collaboration with Disney Philippines, no? And we've done, on the screen we have that Mickey collection. What happened was, when we did this, we were able to tap into a market who were Mickey Mouse fanatics.
But there's a strong following.
Yeah, strong following, and across genders and age, by the way, pag Mickey Mouse.
And another classic as well, sir, that complements your brand.
Yeah, and then
Classic.
what nangyari is what happened was the people who didn't buy World Balance before but were huge Mickey fans bought the shoe and got to experience our product. So, and then nakita nila, okay pa si World Balance. So it was a successful move naman. And then we also did more collaborations. Ayan, ito naman yung Star Wars, no? Siyempre, maraming Star Wars fan sa Pilipinas.
Myself?
Sure.
So imagine, see that, from men to women to kids to galaxy, sir. Wow, world talaga. So to Star Wars. What made you decide to collaborate, and how do you choose, sir, whom to collaborate with?
Well, in choosing for brands, ito si Big Boy naman yan, yung Secret Fresh. Si Big Boy, siya yung the top sneaker expert, the top sneaker expert ng Pilipinas, and then napakabait na tao, at tropa natin yan si Big Boy. And we collaborated with him with that shoe, yung Secret Fresh shoe, no, na merong yung logo niya, yung the eye sperm, if you see the heart. But anyway, ang pinipili namin, well, we look for brands na they have an excitable fan base. So, siyempre, kailangan may fans talaga yun, di ba? And then also we also look into the possibility of creating a product that would excite their fans. Kasi not all brands are, are fit to create a shoe for, no? So we also look into that. But for example, a brand, a shoe for this kind, and then it's exciting. We make that kind of decision.
So considering the quality and the branding positioning that you have for these collaborations, how much does one shoe retail, for example? Let's say yung Disney ninyo, sir.
Disney namin would cost somewhere around mga below 2,000. And then some would be 2,000. So,
and these are more or less parang collector's item din, sir, di ba? For those
for sure.
Followers.
For sure.
Yeah. Correct. So speaking of collaborations, Miguel, can we cue in? This is one of the exciting collaborations that Sir Barney mentioned, yung Star Wars.
Okay.
About the launch of the Star Wars, and I thought it was really exciting.
Okay.
Wow, no?
Can we cue in the video, Miguel? Okay.
Between the rebels and the empire as we prepare for the grand launch of the World Balanced Star Wars Collection is the Force with you tonight!
That was awesome, no? So I think it's a good way to really get a foothold of the market, di ba? Kasi tama yung sabi ni Sir kanina, it's really, getting this fan base involved in the brand. It's really getting them engaged. Kasi that's naman the key term right now when you're talking with consumers, really engaging them, getting into their interest. I think that was a very smart move on the part of World Balance. So yeah, sir. Of course, for the benefit of our audience, this event was pre-pandemic, so everybody naman was safe. Okay, so
yan ang nami-miss natin, di ba? Having those kind of events that we could really get involved with our market, with our clients, and everyone is. May kamukha ka nga dun, sir eh.
Saan
ang gandang lalaki rin, nagsalita dun sa stage. Kanina, sa
totoo yun. Sir, considering the following that na-build na ni World Balance, syempre, one thing that really made everything turn around was really the pandemic, diba? Yeah. So it all happened pretty fast for everybody. It caught everybody talaga by surprise. So when the news first broke out of the pandemic and a nationwide lockdown being implemented throughout the Philippines, syempre you have your retail stores, ganyan. So what went through your mind nung time na yan na parang ito na eh. I mean, we're the momentum is really good already. So how did you cope with that?
Yun nga actually ang sama nga kasi ang ganda na ng takbo ng business sa totoo lang. Na-start ng taon lang. Kaso nung dumating yung pandemic, yun. Actually, nung Friday in-announce ni President yata yung Friday yun, no? Yung lockdown. Mm-hmm. Pero actually Thursday night we were having meeting with our management team, and we decided at that time, okay, no more going to the office. We will work from home from now on. And then true enough, nung biglang sinabi ni President, okay, everybody stay home. So actually, the first thing that went to our mind, of course, is the health and safety of our people. And yun, to this day, we are still working from home. Um, and of what went through our mind, we're really hit hard, no, because our product is fashion in one of the hardest hit sectors of this pandemic. But good thing naman we were able to adjust. For one thing, we have our digital business, in place already. This was last year when we started building up our own website, our own online business. Sakto, dumating to, medyo
Mhm.
meron kaming digital option.
Correct, correct. I think this is a testament of, long-term planning din eh. It's really best then that, you're able to somehow plan ahead para whatever happens, you're ready, diba? I think that's very admirable on the part of World Balance. Sir, did yung dating pinagdaanan ng company with you mentioned you went through a financial difficulty back then in the 80s. Did it prepare you for what was happening somehow?
Yes, for sure, for sure. That era during the 90s was a very dark time, and parang there was no end in sight, no? Ang hirap talaga nun. Pero, compared that to this is actually, every crisis is hard, but this is actually more okay compared to what we went through. Kaya, yeah, tama ka, it prepared us. And we know naman kasi with this pandemic that it's just all temporary. As soon as the virus threat is gone, we will slowly get back on our feet. And people will still need to buy shoes anyway, di ba? And so we're here. We're going to be here for them. So yun lang, we just have to go through this crisis. And yun lang, kapit lang talaga.
True. Matatapos din, sir, no? Matatapos din. However, like right now, sir, you mentioned how did CHG implement to reach out to the customers with the retail limitation? Diba? You've mentioned you went more on the digital side. So
Well, actually, nung panahon ng ECQ, no, hirap talaga ang tao pumunta sa mall. One of the things that we did was yung salespeople namin sa store, we made them into direct sellers. So para silang dealer that they can go to the customer and offer the products outside. So syempre, when they go home, when they talk to their friends, their family, they can offer the product. So what we're trying to do is bring the products from the mall out to the consumer. Kasi they cannot go inside the department store, go to the mall. So that's one that we did. And then number two, we ramped up our online presence. Kasi previously we don't put everything there. And then syempre, now we put everything there. And we also ramped up our marketing spending in our digital. So okay naman, kahit papaano nakakabenta. Tapos also, yung product line namin, immediately, we came up with all these relevant products like yung mga mask, neck gaiter, mga jackets with mask. So, those are the things that we did to...
Sir, I also heard you ran quite a successful campaign nung pandemic kung saan na-sold out yung isang product line niyo. But can you tell us more about that? Kasi that's rather unusual, no? When everybody was, somewhat struggling, you were doing quite differently.
We have this product called one of our iconic styles called the Invictus, no? And then what we did, we launched a special collection of this in collaboration with Mr. Big Boy Cheng of Secret Fresh. So we called it the Secret Fresh Invictus. And because of the pandemic, we had no choice but to launch it online. We made it exclusively online. And we were very surprised kasi, this is not an ideal time to launch anything. But of course, you plan these things ahead. So we had to launch this. So we launched it online and we were very surprised na sold out siya within, more or less in a week. So
in a
week time, ubos yun. And we didn't have to to deliver those items, spread them out to the various physical store location. We were so amazed. Kaya nga, ito nga, this is the thing, with pandemic, it forces you to try new things and you discover new things. You know, if you and then you find out that, this is more effective pala.
It works.
So, yeah, so I'll show you a shoe. This is the one. This is the one, if you can see it.
Nice. Looks
Wow.
good. Looks good.
Yeah.
So stylish.
In collaboration with
Collaborate.
Big Boy.
Yeah.
Big Boy.
So yan, na-sold out yan sa online lang. And you know, I'll tell you, for shoe business, our biggest headache is shoe sizes that we have to spread out to several
Yes.
store locations. Kasi, for example, if you're a size 9, pumunta ka sa isang tindahan, malamang saleable yung size 9, ubus yun. There's a huge chance that mawalan ka na ng stock.
Sales,
So,
yeah.
so you have to run to another store or whatever. Na-avoid natin lahat yun because everything we sold online and we put everything in one inventory location. So very, very, very efficient. And yun, kaya nga parang wow, the digital is really here to stay. So ako ang payo ko talaga sa mga local businesses natin dyan. Nako, masterin nyo na ang digital kasi this is it. It's here to stay.
What I get from that, sir, is really how you can maximize that. No? Kasi you did not just see digital as a way to market your brand, but it's also a way to streamline your process. Kasi, you're able to serve them better, serve the customers better. Kasi everything was all in one place. And distribution was quite fast. Distribution was quite easy. So, yeah, I think that's incredible. How about with your physical store, sir? How did you maintain? Because sir, we have reopened already some of our retail outlets.
Yes.
The IATF already relaxed some of the restrictions. How do you ensure the safety of the customers and the retail crew in your stores?
Well, one of the things is that we did is, of course, yung kasi most also require contact tracing, no, for the customers. So what we did, we installed this contactless contact tracing. So what happens is instead of using a paper and a pen wherein you write your details, contactless. So we have a QR code that you scan on your phone, and then on your phone you just type your details, and then we get your contact na para you don't have to write anything down. So that's one of the things we did, no, na contactless. And then of course the usual na yung mga cashier namin, sinicure namin siya with plastic shields and all, and our people lahat naka-protective gear. So those are the things that we did.
Yeah. So see, being able to bust with your market, but keeping in mind that both, of course, ang ating team, diba? And the consumers will be safe.
Yes, correct. Itong unstoppable hero. Yeah, ito naman kasi syempre nung height ng pandemic, we heard of stories na grabe talaga yung mga heroes natin, no, yung mga frontliners, yung sacrifice na ginawa nila. And this is the consumer base na tumatangkilik sa aming Easy Soft. Kaya sabi namin, sige, tara, buksan ng bodega, mamigay tayo ng Easy Soft, tulungan natin sila. So, nagbigay kami we gave some donations to certain hospitals para maka-ease naman ng burden because this is all we have, sapatos. No. Yeah, that's the Unstoppable Heroes time.
Nice. So it's shoe sharing.
Yes.
So sharing with the heart.
Konting tulong sa kanila.
Totoo naman, sir.
Okay. So yun.
But it's nice, sir, that everyone can relate. Kahit na anong innovation that you do with the brand, you get to target market na nandun pa rin sila. Yung loyal customers nyo is there, and then na-add up pa because of collaborations and new designs that you come up with. So the market is growing.
Oh yeah, we are very positive with our brand, with our company. It's just so happened that dumating tong pandemic, so this will set up everybody, a little bit. But we're confident na basta wala ng virus threat, we can get back on track.
Yes, yes. And I think it's workable naman considering, that the safety protocols that we can implement in our store, we can always go digital. So I think
Yeah.
these things were all done by World Balance quite well. So yeah, this very good positive outlook, I would say, for World Balance and for the rest of the retail industry, you know. So yeah. So aside from that, any sa mga businesses natin then syempre these times can get a bit emotionally draining on their part. Any words of encouragement for them?
Ano lang, stay strong, no, and hopeful. This will soon pass away. Do what you have to do to minimize your losses, to cut your losses, to stop your bleeding if you have to. Pero at the same time, take this opportunity to rethink your product offering, to rethink your distribution model, your business model. Learn and embrace digital, no, definitely. And of course, take care of your people.
That's a very powerful message, Sir Barney. Marielle, from the journey of CHG Global, from the time of the 80s, they went through financial difficulties, bounced back, gained momentum, and then had the pandemic, and then turned it back around. I think there's definitely a lot we can learn from how CHG Global, World Balance, and the brands under them really cope with the situation. No, the learnings that we experienced then, I think, are very well applicable to how we can solve our issues now. Di ba, Marielle?
That is so true and very inspiring indeed, no? And we get to see na it's the team. And you mentioned, sir, I like that. Thank you for quoting that it's you take care of your people. Kasi I think everyone in the industry, yan ang kailangan natin to help together. The help and support of each other. See, and there's always a message of hope that no matter what life throws at you, go back up, stand up and get going.
Yes, there's always an opportunity to bounce back, and thrive even more. Thank you very much, Sir Barney, for sharing
Thank you,
with
Don.
us
Thank you,
the
Marielle.
World Balance journey and inspiring everybody to just keep going and adapt to whatever times we are in. Thank you once again. See, Sir Barney will still be with us in our panel segment show. And then we encourage everyone to please watch out for that, because we will be picking particularly the thoughts of Sir Barney on very important issues. When we return, we will put the spotlight naman on also another Filipino brand which has made quite the noise on social media with their cosmetics line. So once again, we will be right back after this very short break, and thank you very much, Sir Barney. We look forward to seeing you again in the next segment.
All right. Okay.
As we pause for a very short break. See you in a bit, guys.
We'll be back shortly. This is your Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, only here on V81 Radio worldwide. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook. Simple lang. I-type lang ang letter V81 Radio. O, di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na. the program that puts together industry and business leaders, their organization, company, and brands in an optimal showcase of information for business impact and exchange. This is Talk.Shop.Asia Global USA Edition, the scalable business exchange program and platform. Hosted by global business leader Rosario Kauhukum Bradbury, live in Southern California, together with the founding anchor, business, and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas, live in the Philippines. Talk.Shop.Asia Global USA Edition, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. California time or Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Philippine time, live in all digital platforms of V81 Radio. Available everywhere. Talk.Shop.Asia Global USA Edition, only here on V81 Radio worldwide. Kabayan, naho-homesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, only here on V81 Radio worldwide.
We would like to thank once again our broadcast partner, V81 Radio Worldwide. V81 Radio is available through web streaming. Just visit their page at www.v81radio.com and download their app so you get to listen to your favorite Pinoy music and programs right at your fingertips, wherever you are in the world. Available for free for live through Google Play Store and Apple App Store. By the way, since we just wrapped up yung last segment natin with Sir Barney, World Balance has a very exciting promo for everybody tuned in from today until tomorrow. Just visit their page at www.worldbalance.com.ph and get 25% discount once you check out sa kanilang digital store. Just key in the promo code WB Next Gen. That's WBNEXTGN25, WB Next Gen 25. And you get automatic 25% discount on all their merchandise upon checkout. So that's exciting, diba? So we always say support local, and what better way to support local than get discounts from quality Filipino brand. Yung next naman nating guest, Muriel, is something very close to your passion. I can just tell by the way your face is contoured. Would you like to introduce our next guest, Muriel?
Of course, indeed. It's from one Filipino brand that we are very proud of to another. This one it's through beautifying that they get to touch the Filipino market. So the brand name means to illuminate, a promise that the product claims to deliver with its everyday use. Our special brand feature for today is Elana Mineral Cosmetics. Did you know this brand has developed top-to-toe formulas that are better for your skin and for the planet. It's an affordable line of gentle yet effective beauty products for skin, hair, and body. Of course, they're popular for their skincare cosmetics that is very well matched for the Southeast Asian tones and suited for, of course, our tropical weather. Here with us this afternoon to share more about the Skin First brand, who, by the way, does not believe that e-commerce is emerging. For him, e-commerce is already here. He served as the VP of Special Projects, now one of the boards of Chamber of Cosmetics Industry of the Philippines, an advocate of digital transformation of the Philippines retail and cosmetic industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO behind the explosive growth of Makeup Scale-Up, Elana Mineral Cosmetics. Please welcome Mr. Diego Buenaflor.
Wow, thank you.
Hi,
Thank
Diego.
you. Those wonderful words. Hi, Don. Hi, Marielle. Hi, Rolly. Hi, hello, everybody.
Viewers.
Good day. And it's an honor, really, for you guys to have us here as a guest to your show. And hello to everybody all around the world. Thank you for PRA for choosing us to represent And wonderful, wonderful. I'm excited to share really what we've gone through and how we can help also. Same as World Balance, an amazing, amazing company. I was so inspired from all those, from his story and where they're at now. Really.
So
I
true.
think
Good
it's
to have
exciting
you
too.
back.
Kasi yeah, Diego was here, the guest of Talk Shop Asia 3 years ago, and I think this would be a nice,
Yes.
turn around. We see how the business has grown even more from the time 3 years ago till now. No, I think that's very exciting.
And the topic back then was e-commerce. The topic
Oh,
back then,
yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
and I think it's so much
Finally.
more now that I'm back in the discussion regarding really the seismic shift that's
Correct.
happened.
Yeah, Diego, I'd like to know how do we pronounce the brand? Is it Eliana? Is it Elana? It's Elana.
Elana.
Okay, at least we got that out of the
Correct.
way because you have quite a following, so we have to make sure we pronounce it right.
As Muriel said, it's Greek meaning to illuminate, to radiate, spotlight on. Yeah, and
So
that's what
nice.
we believe that it's not the Lana, but it's our consumers who are really to be shed the light on.
So nice. Now, to get to know Elana better, let us watch this short clip on how their journey to beautifying every Filipina and Filipina at hearts began. Miguel, please.
Begins with you, our customers, and your needs. From skincare to hair care, our formulations put your skin first with skin-enhancing active ingredients. We use only clean, bioharmonious ingredients and planet-conscious packaging so you can feel good about our products. Elana transforms your skin, making it healthy and glowing, empowering you to face each day with radiance. ElanaCosmetics.com makes it easy, convenient, and risk-free to shop online. Our 30-day risk-free guarantee means you don't have to worry if you didn't get that foundation shade exactly right. You can also learn what's best for your skin by booking a free digital consultation with an Elana beauty expert. Once you place an order, our e-commerce team works tirelessly to ensure your Elana package arrives in good condition. Using our own rider fleet and reliable courier partners, orders get to you quickly and safely, so you can experience the transformative power of our skin-enhancing products. Today, Elana is one of Asia's leading clean beauty brands, helping hundreds of thousands of customers have radiant, healthy, and glowing skin. Discover more about Elana on www.elanacosmetics.com.
Wow. That video just wanted to make me, hashtag choose better. See? So please, Diego, tell us more about the journey and how it started, this Filipino brand.
Yes. Well, okay. It all started really with my beautiful and inspiring wife. She founded this brand back in 2007, and she's. I later on came and joined and was inspired by her journey and how she was really touching lives through her products. She's now our chief R&D officer. She formulates all our products. These are unique formulations by her. They may be manufactured in other countries, like Korea. We manufactured in Korea and also manufactured here in the Philippines. But these are all touched by her, formulated specifically for the Southeast Asian skin tone, for the Southeast Asian skin, the humid and hot tropical weather we have. And it has that really unique touch to it. And it's really this geocentric approach to personal care, skincare, and cosmetics.
Nice.
And,
So you really know the market. I mean, one, she is a woman, of course. She likes beautifying. Second, she knows what we need, what the markets need.
Correct. And we are in touch. Okay, so this digital, so she founded it through a website back in 2007. It was a website already. We had a website when e-commerce wasn't even that popular in the Philippines. There wasn't even cash on delivery back then. So she had a website that people would text, call, email their orders. and then do bank deposits pa. And so that was the process before. When I joined, we enhanced that to more cash and delivery, and we really grew it. So it's actually very timely from my interview here to about December 2019. We grew the company by 120x and in revenue.
Wow, that's so great
really
to
impressive,
know.
no?
Congratulations.
That was a long journey. I mean, and it really what the strategy has been behind this whole omni-channel strategy, where digital is in the center of it all, and but it is also respecting and the importance of the experience that retail brings, that's been really a key strategy for us in our success, in that astronomical growth we've had.
Nice,
And
nice.
I think
So
that's a very
normally, Diego,
yes, go on.
normally we see retail stores, like for the case of World Balance, we see retail stores shifting to digital. But for the case of Elana, it's different. You started with digital until you expanded to retail stores, no? So you were mentioning that allowed you to really build your market even more.
So we were online first, and then we have really moved to 60 locations now, and we and it's but it was the confidence we had built and the that we built online, that we saw that there was a market and a strong interest in it. Our .com has been able to we can declare that we are the number one color cosmetics.com in the country, in brand sales, in brand among brands. Marketplaces, of course, have more sales than us.
But with your product, especially, yes. But with your product, especially the cosmetics line, it's more, of course, we know it's more appreciated when going out. During the lockdown now, did it have any impact? How did you tweak your market approach with your consumers staying at home?
Yes. We recognized this behavior very quick. When it happened, we accepted, and we had a mindset. Our mindset was, what if this was it forever? This is how the world was going to be. We were going to be in lockdown forever. That was actually a mindset. What if we were in lockdown for the rest of our existence? And how would we thrive in that situation? That was our mindset. And so we recognized, shoot, makeup is going to be dead or really greatly affected. And so immediately we said, all plans of new R&D and pipeline towards new makeup products, done, kill it. Let's stop doing that. Now we diversify to skin defense, safety defense items, from masks, soaps, hand sanitizers. We were able to release that immediately within 2 weeks. And that's the beauty of having an in-house R&D, like my wife, and being a geocentric brand that was really a Filipino brand, that we adapted quickly, released things in 2 weeks. What international brand can say that about releasing something here in the Philippines? And we listen, we're in touch with our consumers, closer to them, and we released so many items. And we've actually released 30 plus SKUs ever since that point. We really went on an R&D binge of really transitioning the brand towards, away from color cosmetics and towards personal care and skincare. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. And the bet has been, but it's been a correct bet.
And it worked.
What I'm getting from what Diego just said is, it's really the ability to respond immediately, and reconfigure your product that will allow you to cope with the situation, which I think is very, very admirable on the part of Alana.
That's very digital. Digital is such a quick and evolving world, where if you are to make a dent or make a thrive in that environment, you need to be agile and quick and in touch with them, with things, because Facebook could immediately change one of its rules on ads and things like that, and you have to change your entire strategy and your approach. And so and that teaches you really in that environment. So we just translate that to everything we do. And really keeping a direct relationship with all our consumers. We are inside. Remember, they're just one message away, and or we are one message away. So we are in touch, and we really listen to our consumers. We ask them what we should come up with.
Exactly. Who best to know, diba? And to tell us what they need. So sometimes what we have to do for a product is we create the need. That's one thing that we also have to play around with, especially if you're doing it for the market. So Dawn, they were able
Yes.
to develop, as mentioned a while ago, this one line during the pandemic, and quite interesting. It's designed for a comfortable and even pleasant personal sanitation experience. Do tell us more about it. And I think, Miguel, you can show the picture of the line it developed during the pandemic.
So the top left is actually
There.
our face mask. A face mask we developed. The top left, the cloth there, and then those are liquid hand sanitizer bottles and spray, and alcohol sprays that have amazing scents, and of course all of these are eco-friendly and natural ingredients. These are our soaps that we've created. And immediately, these items were released within 1 month from the declaration of the lockdown, and we released these things immediately. Some were released in after 2 weeks, and so the others really the thought here is we're not going to give up, and we're going to power hard even during this time to be stronger and double down on bets this time.
Right. I think what I'd also like about the Alana Defense Care is that, technically Alana has access to research and then resource materials, raw materials, and they made a point of being a company that is socially responsible into providing customers, providing their consumers an opportunity to protect themselves, because that's the keyword. That's the keyword here in the lockdown. It's really protecting yourself. And I think that's good that you provided your customers with at least that line to make sure that they're protected, secure amidst everything that's happening.
Correct. And another, we mentioned the part that it's a responsibility of ours to be really responsible corporation. We really take care of our staff. Another thing we do is we reduce the use of plastic. And 2019, we were able to save 7.5 tons of plastic.
Wow.
And because we use paper and refillable packaging. And so we are able to save from a traditional, compared to what traditional companies would have used. Our difference is 7.5 tons of plastic. And so those are the things that we have really initiatives to be a part of. And some of like our sunblock, we choose they're safe for your skin, and they don't affect your hormones in your body, so safe for pregnant women too. And at the same time, if you go swimming, they're safe for the corals and the reef. And so if they go water, so we really choose ingredients like that. And we're conscious about it. Maybe we're still so much more to learn, but we thrive to really move forward to be better and improve those to be as we go along.
That is so nice. That is great. Indeed, making you what they use. Better for your skin, better for the planet. I love that. That is very true to your promise.
In terms of your digital presence, Diego, since you quite have the following already, what more ramping up did you have to do to get your products out there in the market?
What we did though was when the pandemic happened, is we really said we need to focus on online more than ever. Go back to our basics. our expertise here. And it's really our team has been hyper focused. Even our beauty consultants, our staff from retail, what they did was now they do video consultations. Actually, you can go to our website and you can chat with them right now. You can chat and ask them for what my shade's best for me or what item do you recommend. It's there in the website, the bottom right corner. There's a chat part, and then you can even book a video consultation where they will sit down with you for quite some time and recommend products for you to use and what would be best suit you. You can tell them about your skin issues, your challenges, and they would give you very specific products. So we really digitalized everything we were doing in the retail, and so much more, and so much more. But it's also been amazing. You know, our online sales have grown more than 2x during this pandemic, because I mean, really, consumers right now prefer to get their products, and they don't want to take the risk going out there. And they still are loyal fans of Elana, and so they choose to go to our website and get our products.
Which only proves of how effective your product is, because being in the industry of skincare and products, you have to be able to try it and not just I like it, I like to try.
Correct. And regarding that, I mean, we also offer. You're unhappy, you let us know right away, and it's money back. Your money back, and so that's the confidence we have with the product. We know that, and we don't want to waste your time and money if it was not effective, does not change your life. It's not meant for you, and so we have philosophy in the thinking.
That's really admirable. No wonder Elana is the #1 single brand color cosmetic on e-commerce website. It's really these values that really set you apart from other Filipino brands. Aside from that, you are present in digital. You have retail stores, so it's really the omni-channel route way to go. I think that's very admirable. And this shift you're doing, we can just expect more things happening for Elana in the coming months. You really can tell, Diego and the team, there's all purpose in everything that you do, and that will drive even more success for the company. Marielle?
Yes, we look forward to more of the brand to sell, to beautify more people, me included. So you know what I'll be doing right after the show. So add to cart. I'll be checking that out soon.
We have sale items right now. Great items at a great value right now. You must, Marielle.
That's nice. So true, but still, no, it's having the right partner, the shared vision, the right channel, keeping your brand's quality and products that will create, I think, a lasting relationship and not just a one-time purchase, especially with the product that you have.
That's true. Yes. Thank you very much, Diego, for being a man with a purpose. I think that's very admirable for the brand. Of course, when Diego will still be with us during our panel discussion so that we can get to even more pick his brains on relevant issues that we are facing now. Thank you very much once again, the CEO of Elana Cosmetics, Diego Benaflor. A round of applause, digital round of applause for Diego. Thank you. When we return, we will have both Sir Barney and Sir Diego in our panel discussion. We will be joined in by our founding anchor and CEO, Rolly Pagaspas, as we discuss even more relevant issues for our business partners and for our consumers. All that and more when Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen returns.
We'll be back shortly. This is your Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen, only here on V81 Radio worldwide. Talagang October to remember dahil hindi din pahuhuli ang ibang Viva OPM artists na sasabak sa kantahan sa Home Not Alone Songs from Home Season 2 kasama si Papa Gio, Yumi Laksamana, ISIS, Solstice, Just Rap, and Sabu. Kaya iset nyo na ang mga kalendaryo nyo tuwing Merkules 7pm California Time o Huwebes 10am Pinas Time. At samahan si Papa Gio para makipagkulitan, tawanan at kantahan sa Home Not Alone Songs from Home Season 2. Dito yan sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles. The program that is a call for the times during this 21st century pandemic, seeing breakthrough beyond horizons. This is Two for the Road. Challenges are usually solved and stepped up to as partners know the worth and value of being two for the road. Join the global business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas and global logistics leader Arlene Padua Martinez as they discuss collaborations in the program that pivots on partnerships. This is Two for the Road every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Philippine time, only here on V81 Radio Worldwide. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook. Simple lang. I-type lang ang letter V81 Radio. O, di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na. Now back to Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen, only here on V81 Radio Worldwide.
Welcome back to Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen. As we enter into our panel discussion, we are joined once again by two of our distinguished guests. We have Mr. Barney Chong, President of CHG Global, and Mr. Diego Buenaflor of Elana Mineral Cosmetics as we get their insights on questions relevant to our week's topic. May we also call in our founding co-anchor, Mr. Rolly Pagaspas, to join us in the panel segment. Okay, welcome back, gentlemen. Okay, so to get the ball rolling, Muriel, would you like to ask the first question?
Of course, ladies first. So, gentlemen, do share with us how can brands understand this new reality in order to support our consumers, the market, and adopt their products, services, and communication to the market that we have. Who would like to begin? Sir Barney, please.
Right now, businesses have no choice but to adapt to the environment. And like I mentioned kanina, na the success of our online launch, it shows that even though business is so hard right now, there's still ways to navigate this very tough environment. You know? And you might discover something that actually is better than what you used to do before. So itong online, it's here to stay, and actually it's a great time talaga right now to learn it more and to experiment, no? The good thing right now with this crisis is everybody's a little bit more forgiving. The customers are more forgiving, and you can do all sorts of experiments, and even if it fails, there's not much to lose. So take this time to recalibrate your what it is you're doing, your processes, and try new things. Yeah.
How about Diego? Diego?
Yeah, I think it's really time to be more compassionate and to really work together, closer together with each and every one, with internally, externally, with your customers, and really how are we gonna help each other out of this situation? And really, it's really making compassion the center of all of this. And we will get through this all together. I have no doubt in it. I have no doubt in that kind of mindset.
What I like about the responses, Muriel and Sir Rolly, is that you really see the importance and the vision of our two gentlemen here of being able to work internally with your group, and of course being able to work with your consumers. I think that's really one key. Those are key words when we are coping with this pandemic. I think also one pressing matter right now that we see is really a strong movement. Yung support local, we see it on Twitter, we see it on Instagram, we see it on Facebook. It has gotten quite the following. How do you think this consciousness among our consumers can propel the economy into a bounce back? Sir Diego?
Yeah. Exactly. I recommend really consumers to try out local. You'll be surprised what quality and what they offer, and what value, much more value they bring than these other international brands. We are here. We're in your community. We provide more jobs locally, and we are here also to listen closer to you. We serve just you, and no, we're not thinking about our other larger markets in consideration when we do things. You are our number one focus, and we need products that bring more value to you, and it takes away the things that are unnecessary and cost wise to you. And I think please do try local companies, and really support. We support a lot of jobs locally, and we revolve the funds back into the economy.
Thank you very much, Diego. Sir Barney?
Yeah, for sure. Support local because we need each other right now. And like what Diego mentioned, that local brands have this value proposition of giving it more affordable for you than the global brands. At this time, everybody needs to be more practical, more value conscious. So you can find these attributes in a lot of local brands. So support tayong lahat with each other, and local companies, you whatever you buy, it goes back to the Philippine economy. It doesn't go out of the country. Yeah, it goes to the company. We pay to our salaries to our people, and then these people they spend it here in the Philippines. The taxes we pay, it goes to the Philippine government, doesn't go anywhere. Definitely, for sure, support local is a huge step in building us back.
Oh, it's really the full cycle, no? The full
Yeah.
cycle of the supply chain going back and everybody benefiting from it. Ito naman, I would like I'm curious, Sir Rolly, what would be your question for a gentleman?
Okay. Well, first of all, I found this shopping bag. So I think this is the store name of World Balance in our mall. I found this in my bedroom. Yeah, just to prove that I'm a fan of World Balance, because I buy all the sleepers because I love the color of World Balance.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you.
All right. So my question is this, no? So the pandemic, I think, is a great equalizer. And the usual brick and mortar, the physical strength of a brand, is now negated by a brand's digital presence and activities. No? And for the landscape of retail, we've been retailers all my life. I've been a retailer all my life, and the same with Barney, and I think together with Diego. For the landscape, everything is now changing. So for your respective industries, shoes and cosmetics respectively, if you have the power to change the landscape of your respective industry, what will you change to reform, to initiate a reform, and why? Okay. Unahin natin si Barney.
Parang
I can tell by the smile.
Pwede ba ilang islands na lang ang Philippines?
Pang Miss Universe yan. So, the question is easy, but there are several components, and then you've got to think fast. And then what you will be answering the first one is really coming from your heart and from top of your mind.
I think it's also nice to know kasi these are industry leaders, Filipino industry leaders, and you would like to know what their thoughts on it. Yeah.
Okay, ako in my end, to be sa mga viewers, maybe you guys don't know, in the reality in business, when you go to the malls, when you go to department stores and all, may mga preferences sila na, you're a local brand, you're here, you're imported brand, you're here. Doon mismo at that level, may ganun reality, which is very, very unfair, no? You're being judged by where you came from. Tapos ang masama doon, ang preferential treatment pa sa mga hindi taga Pilipinas. So that's one thing na that really, that's one thing that really is sad, and that's one of those things that we strove hard to overcome. It's a
Oh.
process. It doesn't come overnight. You will encounter this for sure. Pero
Tulad sa
over
backwall.
time, ano, no?
Tulad yung labanan sa backwall ng mga sapatos, di ba? Ito
Yeah,
yung
yeah, correct.
ang hirap
So,
nun, ha?
yeah, it's very hard kasi kahit you have all the right things, pero the powers to be don't see it that way.
Oo.
There's nothing you can do.
Iba
But
yung theory.
the internet has changed all of that. Anybody, whether you're from any country, you're local or reported, you can have your digital presence. Pare-pareho tayo ng itsura, again, it boils down to this: you gotta make sure that your product is up to par. And as long as you have that, over time, people will see that. The consumers will understand that, and dahan-dahan, people will see your brand in a different light. And at the same time, mag-a-adjust na rin yung mga malls and departments and how they see you, and they'll put you in a better place. So that's one.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And then, Diego, what is that part of your landscape that you want to change to initiate a reform?
I just would like to second really what Barney mentioned. That's so true. In our experience, we're not cheap. We're not cheap. Our brand is a lot more, but they intend to put us with a local brand where we are already like 2 times, 3 times more expensive than everybody. It really changes the whole customer behavior, and it makes it difficult for us to be in that area. So we keep asking that please put us in the price range rather than it being as a geographic basis where you're putting the brands. And it really changes for us. And we've seen it when we are in a better price range area where it matches our price, our sales are double. Sales are double. Of course, you put us in an area where you compare to the products beside us that are 1/3 our price, the comparison doesn't look that good. But I think that the power really comes from the consumers here. I mean, the powers that be will tend to favor or it's when the consumers start showing interest and give power to the local brands, and they will follow. I mean, they will follow where the money is. These businesses will follow where the money is, and they will. But once we start supporting the local economy, if we change that mindset, that colonial mindset we have, and we look at it value-wise rather than wear a brand. I'm not even asking to just support local because of it, but look at value. Look at really where the value is. And when we look at that, I believe we will be really surprised that these local brands will bring more value to you than some of these international brands.
Correct. Well said.
I agree with them. The reason why I asked that question is because those two industries, I've been part of them, and I know that they are foreign dominated. Mean to say the brands that are local and colonial are the ones leading the market. For the shoe, I mentioned the brands already. So Nike and Adidas, and for the cosmetics, we had during our time Max Factor and Mary Kwan. So these two brands are the leading before, and it's so hard for the local brand to penetrate in terms of merchandising, promotions, etc. Because the leaders of the trade are favoring these global and imported brands. That's why the digital is really an equalizer for everybody, especially for Filipinos who are promulgating the local brands. And for us consumers, we will now go local and buy local and help our economy. Thank you. Back to you, Don. I think Don is having an internet problem. So, Muriel, you can. I'm taking it away to you because I'm not the anchor of this show.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your valuable insights for the discussion today. We learned a lot. Thank you, Sir Rolly, for joining us and giving them, a little sweat on the questions that you just thrown there. All right. So, once again, thank you everyone for joining us. It was indeed a pleasure being with the company of these dashing and accomplished gentlemen. Don and Rolly, you're included in that. Thank you for being with us today to inform, to inspire, and giving us a glimpse of the brands during this very challenging time. Personally, I would like to quote and relate this topic of today to a quote from Jonathan Gosling, and it goes, leadership of denial or of salvation are common responses. But with wisdom, care, and thoughtfulness, a third kind of leadership may emerge, the leadership of adaptation.
Okay. Don? So mag-ending na tayo. I just would like to greet, somebody kasi sent a package to me today from Cebu.
Wow!
Galing pa Cebu ito. Okay. Coming from the Chocolate Queen, he gave me a lot of chocolate cocoa because we are now promoting the cacao industry and all related agribusiness with it. We're about to export to the US, and she's been a partner by other show for the Road Pivoting Partnership. Thank you very much, Raquel Chowa. And then we shall decipher our engagement points so that we can continuously help you market your brand and the Philippines.
Again, support local.
Bigyan ko kayo ng cocoa. Cacao.
All right. So again, thank you very much, dear gentlemen, for this afternoon.
Thank you.
Join us again next Sunday.
Yeah.
Here at Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen.
Yeah. Okay. For the extra.
The program that gives you the latest in Filipino business and trends with industry experts and norm-challenging brands to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of the consumer market. This is Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen, thinking forward, staying relevant. Hosted by its founding anchor, business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas, global franchising and business coach Don Senita, together with the beauty and business maven Muriel Villanueva. This is your Talk.Shop.Asia Next Gen. Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81.